Welcome to the Halib Experience YouTube channel. This is a YouTube channel where we talk about sports and all sports every day. Now, for today, I want to talk about Dallas Cowboys and what has been happening for the last 20 something years and about what we saw on Thanksgiving night on Thursday. Now, I'll be honest with you. If I said I was not disappointed, it would be lying. I was more than disappointed. I was pissed off. Every single Cowboy fan in America has been disappointed about what we saw on Thanksgiving. Now, we want Jason Garrett out of Dallas. He needs to go. Everybody has said it. But Jerry Jones came out on Thursday and said this.
Very harsh in criticism this week. Where do you stand now on the job security of Jason Garrett?
Well, I'm saying here, I know Jason very well. I've had a wonderful opportunity to spend a football life with him, so I know him very well. And you know, without a doubt, you've seen it, nobody wants Jason, wants it to go. And I'm going to tell you this right now, he's got my back too. And I know that too, and he does have my back. This is disappointing. Before we started this game today, we said this team's going to be tough to beat. Buffalo's a good team. We certainly got the momentum. We got the wind taken out of us there in the back part of that second quarter, and we just didn't get it back. They got it done. That's all I'm saying. This is not the time. For me, I'm looking ahead at another ball game, and I'm looking ahead at winning 4 or 5 straight, and helping write a story that they'll talk about how it looked like you were down and out and got it done. And I mean that. I mean that. That's the way that I'm operating. Every decision that I make over the next month will be with an eye in mind to get us in the Super Bowl now. And I would normally say you're really smoking something. I normally would say that. But I know the room, and I see the room. And I'm the one that okayed and put the coaches that are in that room in there. And I believe in this group. That certainly was something that causes you to have to check, because you have to reach deep to find out what you're thankful for. That's what that does.
How much of your decision is about the fact that you're more likely?
There's no due respect here. You don't even have to have it.
Well,
I know you respect me.
It seems like you have tears in your eyes. Can you just talk about your emotions right now?
Well, I have it because I've been in a very emotional locker room with a lot of other guys that are emotional. And that's what it is.
They're 0-5 right now against winning
dropped.
teams.
Excuse me?
They're 0-5 right now against winning teams. What gives you confidence that they're going to win out and get to a Super Bowl at this point?
I don't know that I would inject confidence anywhere in this thing relative to just the hanging on the mathematical chance, but hanging on the fact that that group of people in there, I know that at various times over the last several years, I've thought they were absolutely exactly what I wanted to be in the room with as a part of a team. And so I'm based on that. Those names haven't changed. And we saw Cooper walk off today. I was worried about that knee. Would I have had the outcome that way and not been able to say his knee's all right? No. I'd rather have the outcome and his knee being all right, because we have still got a chance, and it's really because of the makeup of these guys. You can call that an indication of just how much I know.
But their backs were against the wall
but you
tonight.
called out the coaching staff, and they come out and go down 26-7 to the Bills at home. That didn't seem like they answered the bell with the makeup that you're talking about.
If I had thought that calling somebody out or going in there and giving them a new Rockney talk would have made any difference as to how we execute and how we do, then I'd bottle that and sell it to a lot of different places. Okay, that's not the way this thing works. That's not how it works at all. The guys in there, I've been with Jason in a lot of ups and downs, and back before he was coaching. So I've been with these guys, been with many of those players in there. And so this is certainly a downer, But I'm a part of a room full of guys that are having downers in there. And this isn't being too salty. If I thought going out here and taking each one of them and butting my head against them with their helmet on and mine off would help matters, then I'd be doing that. What I'm doing is realistically saying, do these guys have a makeup that we can start right now and win these games one by one and get where we might want to go? I agree it's outside.
Right.
Okay. But if we do that and win it one by one, we've got a chance to be in the right side of the playoff column.
How much of your belief is that you have a better chance of doing that with this coach than without it?
What?
In other words, fire Jason Garrett, you don't win more games.
Oh, I wouldn't make a change and give us a chance to do what I want to dream about doing. I wouldn't do that for love and money. We'd give us zero chance if we didn't have him.
So do you think it helped or hurt to call him out publicly this week ahead of this game?
Well, I sure didn't think it would hurt or help. I was talking about an assessment from my perspective. I want to say this one more time. Everybody here knows that Jason and everybody out there wouldn't be out there had I not okayed it or did it. And so I really have earned the right to sit here and talk about what we didn't do, how we didn't do it, because we all know that it's a part of a critique of me.
How do you assess this?
But I will say this. We sure have. I've been told all my life, adversity gives you an opportunity to really write a hell of a story about how to come back. We've given our chance the best foundation to turn around and have a great story that I've seen in a long time for us to turn this thing around and end up with some.
How do you assess their response today, though? I mean, to say that they didn't respond, whatever reason, to a home game, a back against the wall situation today, losing by double digits to the Bills, and how do you assess that?
That's what I'm doing, because I have to deal within the framework of my computer and my experience.
Okay.
And so that the way that I'm reacting and the decisions I'll make, okay, are based upon the way I've always handled things or the way I've evolved. And the way that I'm going to handle this is encourage everybody to basically look to the possibility of winning out and end up doing something that people will write about 30 years from now and being a part of that. I like that story tonight as I ate my turkey.
Jerry Jones, did you just say the possibility of winning out in that soundbite? And did you just say that the media will be writing about it for the next 30 years? After all these years, and after what Jason Garrett has shown you for the last 10 years, what in your right mind, what are you thinking? Look, don't get me wrong. Jason Garrett has taken us to the playoffs, but has also lost to the other three teams: the New York Giants, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Redskins. Every single year, back to back to back, with an 8-8 record, and with a chance to go to the playoffs. Okay? Jason Garrett has not done a thing for the Dallas Cowboys, or has not done a thing for Jerry Jones to say what he said just now. Now, let me remind you of something that the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, said when he first bought the team.
I just want to say this. There is no substitute for winning. I know that's a cliche, but we must win. We will win. Win is the name of the game.
Now, you may be asking me, Why did you bring that up? Why did you put that clip on this video? Guys, I think history is repeating itself. I am afraid that if this continues, it may be impossible. This may never happen. But it may come down to the fans. The fans may have to let their money talk. And Jerry, I have a question for you. Why are you like this? What happened to the guy that we just heard on the last clip? You said, winning is the name of the game. We must win. We will win. The last time we did anything was 20-something years ago. And most of the people that have watched the Dallas Cowboys actually be something may be dead or may be old. Not a lot of them left. I am in my 20s and I have not watched the Dallas Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. We have not seen you do a thing for years. We have become a laughing stock of the NFL. I'm sorry, but I think we have become the new Browns. Guys, if Jason Garrett is not fired, we have to do something, and we have to let our money talk. We have to stop watching football. We have to, specifically Dallas Cowboys football, and we must stop going to the games, because that's the only way we can force the owner, Jerry Jones, to make a change. Now, I'll finish this clip by showing you what and why they have to let Jason Garrett go. The first clip that I'll show you is from First Things First. The former head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Jimmy Johnson, was on First Things First on Thanksgiving morning and said this.
If the Cowboys don't work out for him, he can easily go into motivational speaking, because I'm ready to run through a wall for that guy. Jimmy, what is Jason Garrett going through right now?
Yeah, Jason played for me, and I've known him for many years. We talk on occasion. Very intelligent. He's very focused on getting this team ready to play. I don't think that this outside noise or even Jerry's comments has a whole lot of effect on him. I think he's just doing his job, trying to win a ball game. He's very even keel.
Now, after 10 years, I was there with Brian Billick after he won the Super Bowl. The message just got old. Right. Now, he's been in that locker room for 10 years. Is this message not getting old? Because it seems like he can't get this team over the hump. So what is he experiencing now, trying to kind of reinvent himself? Because either the players change or the coach has to change. But they've been a model of mediocrity. How does he get them over the hump, and how far does he have to take them, in your opinion, to keep his job?
Well, I'm not real sure about what he has to do to keep his job. But I think you're right. After a period of time, I think the message does get old to the players. And I think the head coach has to change some things. But a lot of that goes on to the assistants as well. I know with me, I was always the demanding, hardcore, wouldn't give an inch to the players. But I had some assistants that would counsel them. I remember one time we played the Redskins. We'd already locked up the playoffs. And, we played, we were horrible and lost the game because the players just, they weren't really into it. And so we got on the plane, and, the gal on the plane started to serve the meal, and I said, no, they're not eating. They don't deserve to eat. I said, everybody sit down.
Nutrition's for champions.
I said, they don't deserve a meal. And so the next day, Dave Wanstead came in and said, Coach, you're a little bit hard on them. You know, you really didn't even serve them a meal. I said, Dave, I said, when we lose, I don't care if it's a meaningless game. I want them to hurt. I want them to hurt. I don't care if they scream at me, they cuss me, they can't stand me.
Right.
I want to make a point to them that we will not accept losing. And so sometimes the assistants, they've got to take that role to change the message.
But when you were the head coach, while assistants could come to you and talk to you, the first, middle, and last word related to the Dallas Cowboys as far as the actual football team was whose? It was yours, correct?
Well, see, you got to understand, it's a different world today. When we first went to the Cowboys, Jerry borrowed $140 million. So he spent night and day trying to pay off that loan. So that was his focus, you know, trying to pay off the loan. Now, he actually came in my office after the first Super Bowl and said, hey, I'm free and clear. You know, I paid it off.
Back to you now.
But the reason I ask is I just wonder how difficult of a position, whether it's Jason Garrett the rest of this year, whether he keeps the job or not, when the Cowboys, the head coach of the Cowboys is in a very unique position where he's not the biggest voice on the team.
Right.
And for certain players, particularly star players, you do wonder if they have a back door to the owner's office and if that undercuts the message of whomever the coach is.
I can't say because I'm not there. I know this. I know the players have to respect you. They have to, you know, look at you with credibility. And if they do that, you know, they're going to respond. And I don't know that there's a back door, you know, to Jerry. And again, I'm not there, so I can't really say.
Let me ask you one more question about this year's team, because I don't think anyone denies the talent on it. And you watch them every week like we do. When you're watching them, what is the biggest reason that you think they have failed to have any success against the best of competition?
I was talking to Troy Aikman just a couple of days ago. I don't know that this team is mentally, you know, disciplined, tough, you know, demanding. It's almost like, you know, there's so much thrown to the Cowboys that, you know, the fans adore them, they love them. You know, it's almost an infection. They get the feeling that they're pretty good without accomplishing anything. And so when you have that type of feeling, I don't know that you just, you know, are grinding it out. Hey, we got to win this thing. Somehow, some way, we got to win it. It's almost like they've already won, but they haven't won. But you're right. This probably is the most talented Dallas team that I've seen in a long time.
Which is why a lot of people say they're underachieving. The record they have now, but with their talent at all the skill positions, their talent on their offensive line, the defense that they have coming into every game, and they're just fighting. Nick calls it a pillow fight in the NFC East with the Eagles to try to come out of that division. Do you think Jason Garrett should be fired?
Well, Jen, I think the jury's still out because, you know, they should win against Buffalo today. I think it's going to come down to December the 16th when they play Philadelphia. Right. If they can win the division, which if they beat Philadelphia, they should, then as talented as this team is, in the playoffs, anything can happen.